What's up guys, it's Moosh here, and today I'm going to be talking about some basic advice for college freshmen in order for them to succeed. Now these are some advices that I really wish I would have gotten my freshman year that would have really helped me succeed, because my freshman year I made a lot of mistakes, but in all honesty I'm glad I did, because those were learning processes for me and that helped me get to where I am. But today you get to learn from my mistakes and learn some great advice that can help you succeed your first year in college. So let's jump into it. One of the biggest advices I can probably give you is do not take 8 a.m. classes. 8 a.m. classes really suck, and I can't put that into words. So my freshman year I took an 8 a.m. class. I think I was able to wake up for it on time for 4 times the entire semester. I was either late every single day or I woke up too late and I just skipped the class, and that really affected my GPA. And I know most people are thinking, but I wake up at 8 a.m. for high school anyways. That's not the same thing as when you're in college, because at home you have your mom to wake you up and you're in this consistent routine. In college, you're not necessarily going to have that. Sometimes you're going to be pulling all-nighters for projects and you're going to get 4 hours of sleep. And then if you have classes at 8 a.m., you're not really going to want to wake up, especially if you have to motivate yourself to wake up. So what I really recommend for the night owls is to take classes after 12 p.m. But if you really feel like you can take that 8 a.m. class and keep your GPA up, go for it. Practically speaking, after seeing majority of freshmen, after seeing majority of my friends, I have never seen them take an 8 a.m. class and wake up for it on time or go there on time. So it's all up to you, but I strongly recommend do not take 8 a.m. classes, because majority of the time you will be miserable and you will not want to go to them. The second biggest advice I can probably give you is learn how to manage your time. Time management is probably one of the most essential skills that you'll ever need in college, because you're going to be independent for the first time and you're not going to have anyone telling you to do the things you need to do. So for me, the best way I manage my time is by doing checklists. So when I wake up in the morning, I write down every single thing I have to do, from laundry to homework to student org meetings to appointments, anything I can possibly think of. And after everything I get done, I just tick it off. Also, one of the biggest things that really helps me manage my time is using apps like Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, where once a week I just sit down and I write down every single thing that I have to do. And after that, I put in 15 to 20 minute reminders, so that way 20 minutes before a meeting that I have to go to, I get a reminder so I can get ready and I can walk there in time. Also, another thing you can do is have an accountability buddy. One of my best friends is always helping me by reminding me of things I have to do, because I literally forget every single thing. So you can have a friend like your roommate that can always remind you to be like, hey, you have a quiz, don't forget to do that, and you can do the same for them. So the biggest thing is learn how to manage your time and really maximize it. That way you can really have good grades and at the same time have fun. Another advice I can probably give you is using Rate My Professor. Rate My Professor is this website where students can go in and rate the professors they've had so far. So when you're signing up for classes, you get to really cater it towards your needs. So what I really recommend doing is going into Rate My Professors, looking your professors up, because you get information like whether they're grading classes heavily on exams, whether it's a discussion-based class, are the teachers good at explaining things, are they flexible with your needs. You can find out all that on Rate My Professors. That's really helped me a lot, because with using that, I can look at it and find out if a teacher does exams or not, or if the class is discussion-based, because I really prefer discussion-based and project-based courses over exams, because I'm a really bad test taker. That's helped me a lot in terms of getting my GPA up, because I really enjoy going to discussion-based courses, because I really don't want to have a class where I have to study in order to pass an exam. I'd rather learn and talk about the things that I'm learning. So if you're like me and you just want a class that is very specifically catered to you, or just want an easier class, you can go to Rate My Professor and just look up the teacher and then look at all the reviews and decide whether you want to take a class or not. One of the cool things about Rate My Professors also is that you can rate your professor out of 5, and 5 is probably one of the easiest professors. So if you see a teacher that gives out A's like it's nothing, you can take that class instead of another harder teacher that barely has anyone getting any A's in that class whatsoever. I can give you a firm example of that. When I was taking Gen Psych 1, one of the other professors that I was going to take had a rating of 2, and only 20 people had gotten A's in their class. Instead, I took another professor and 98% of the students in that class got an A. So If you use Rate My Professor, it's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to really help out your GPA. Plus, it's going to help you weed out the professors that you don't want to take classes with. So that's something to really consider. Transitioning on from talking about Rate My Professor, another thing when you're going to classes you should be doing is going to your professor's office hours. Literally on the first day of class, after the class ends, just go to the office hours and just be like, hey, my name is Mushfiq and I just want to talk. Just don't say Mushfiq, but use your name and just be like, hey, I just want to introduce myself and I just want to say that I really enjoyed your class, or just say something. And professors really love that. Professors love getting to know you and they really want you to succeed. And if they really get to know you on a personal basis, and if you're really struggling and they see you going into office hours and you're trying, they will help you out. When I was taking statistics, I was stuck at an 89 for the entire semester of the class, and I just couldn't get that 89 up to an A. And after my finals, I emailed my professor. I was like, hey, I'm still stuck in an 89, and the teacher literally bumped me up to a 90 and gave me an A for the class because I was at his office hours every single day. I was literally asking him how I can improve myself. So if you do that and go to office hours, it'll really help you, and you get to know teachers and you get to make really good connections. That same professor gave me an opportunity to work for their research lab, and I got to get hands-on research experience too, which was really cool because my teacher really saw me putting in an effort, and I guess they saw the fact that I would put in the same effort if I worked under them. That gave me really valuable experience. So get to know your professors and go to their office hours because, one, they can help you with your grades if you're struggling, and they can help you make new connections on campus too and open new paths for you. So far we've talked about not taking hidden classes, the importance of time management skills, the importance of Rate My Professor. We talked about going to office hours. Now for one of the most important advice in my opinion is getting involved on campus. I think every single freshman should join some form of organization or some form of student org their first year, because research shows that student involvement on campus increases levels of retention and increases grades. That's mostly because when you're in a group, you have a higher level of accountability with other people, and you also have a support system that really mentally supports you. So for me, I joined the Hall Association my freshman year. Hall Association was basically like a hall student leader group, and we got like this huge budget, and we got to throw a lot of fun programs for the dorm I lived in. So for my dorm, we got to throw a lot of fun programs like game nights, we got to throw a dance, we had therapy dogs come in the hall lobby during finals week. We had piñatas everywhere during finals week so people could hit them just to relieve stress and get some candy out of it. So for me, that was a really good way of getting involved and learn how to manage my time with the student organization at the same time doing school. I also had amazing student leaders around me that helped me stay accountable for my classes, that helped me stay on track of things that I could study with. Every time I had a problem with something, I could go to and just talk about my problems. So the biggest advice I can give you is join a club. It can be anything from lacrosse, dodgeball, league, or you can even join Greek life if you want to. Just join a club, join something that you'll enjoy, and be around people that you're really going to enjoy. And trust me, your grades are going to go up and you're going to have a lot more fun in college. So that's some of the advice I have for freshmen coming in for their first year in college. If you like this video, like and subscribe below, and comment any other topics you want me to talk about. This was my first video, and I'm probably going to make a lot more. If you find this helpful, just let me know if there's any other topics you really want me to talk about. I've been living on campus for 4 years, and I'm an RA here too at UNT, so I can answer a lot of questions for y'all. So just let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. I'll see y'all next time.